Nice tentacles.
Thanks.
Hey everyone, it's Jayjay here with
Ethan.
and we are getting ready for a double stuffed
Front and back hole
edition of Red
and white
review
review.
of Canada's Drag Race Season 1.
Uno.
Dos.
No.
Tres. Let's go!
Okay, we're on our way.
Okay, so welcome to this special edition. As you know, we didn't post the last episodes.
Yeah, we were on vacation, and it just wasn't as important as us relaxing and taking time off.
We were going to do it on a boat at the cottage in the lake.
But JJ's afraid of canoes.
And I can't swim.
So that didn't happen. And my brother was in a canoe and flipped it and ruined 2 phones. And I think that kind of put a kibosh on that plan.
That color's really pretty. What is that?
Which one?
Pat McGrath?
On the lid?
Yeah. So we are going to jump right into the first episode, which was
the garbage can fashion design challenge episode.
So they start off the episode. I honestly don't remember what happened.
The mini challenge was pairing up underwear on the pit crew.
Yes.
So
Stacey McKenzie's outfit.
Stacey McKenzie comes in the workroom wearing an unbelievably beautiful gingham print, color blocked, oversized dress skirt with a calf high yellow sock and matching pump with braids and beads to match. It was arguably the best look of the entire episode.
Queen and or Judge, best look of the season, I would say.
So far, she looked stunning. And then the mini challenge was to bring in all the queens to pair up underwear on the pit crew.
Yes. Side note, Stacey's shoes are lit.
Big shout out to Canada's Drag Race for putting an amazing queer Egyptian LGBTQA plus advocate, has done stuff for Sephora, but ultimately is someone who doesn't fit conventional beauty standards, but is extremely comfortable in their own skin and does a lot of activism. The first one in all of Drag Race history
to not be 6,000 pack abs.
Yeah, super muscular. So,
because I'm not like that. I have to say, I think that Canada has a very diverse group of everything. We are a very diverse bunch of folk over here in the north.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm glad that they're showing not only diverse drag, but diverse LGBTQ2S plus members. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Mina.
Mina, you rule.
Okay, so the winner of that challenge was...
It was, oh goodness, they've got...
I don't remember. Somebody won.
Wasn't it Lemon? It didn't seem that relevant, to be honest with
Somebody won, and somebody won something.
I mean, we all won, looking at some sweet pit crew packages.
So
I roll, whatever. The main challenge this week was...
We already said it.
Yeah, but we're segueing into that.
It was the garbage challenge.
Yeah.
It is another design challenge. We had 3 teams. You had to either be metal, you had to be plastic, or you had to be paper. So they had to work as a team to create a collection. They needed to build their own garment with that material, but have a cohesive look or collection. We get into Stacey McKenzie doing a quick little runway coaching later on as well, which is great for some of the queens who don't have runway experience.
Jimbo?
So what material would you want to use?
So out of all the materials that were available, I definitely would have picked plastic. It has the most options in terms of how you can utilize the material. You can burn it, you can paint it, you can sew it and run it through a machine, and you can hot glue it. So that would have been my pick for sure.
Yeah, I think I would have been fine with either paper or plastic, but held to the no to the metal. Because, girl, what are you doing with that? Okay, so now we are going to go into the runway. So they are debuting the collection, and we will start with metal.
Yep.
So Boa comes out first. I thought she had a really cool idea with the cone boob bra thing opening up. I thought it was really smart. I thought it gave it some little quirk and fit Boa's style.
I think out of the entire metal team, Boa was the only one that produced anything that I thought was remotely good.
Okay.
I mean, so then we move on to the final member of the team, who is Lemon.
Oh, she's so sour.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. I think utilizing an opened up Brillo pad is a genius idea, but horrible wig, was a theme on the team this week.
There is a common theme, like you said, with Lemon, who doesn't seem to pad or cinch. Like, we can see that she has a cincher on, and I'm not sure if that's just because the outfits were based off of that cincher or built onto that cincher, but you can definitely see that it's not like cinched enough. And whether it's a cincher or the fact that she doesn't wear pads, it's easily fixed. And I hope that she does do that because I do like Lemon.
But I mean, with the critiques of the judges for some of the queens and the stuff that they call out, the fact that they haven't mentioned her body yet kind of blows my mind. They seem to have selective vision, and I mean, Priyanka would have had a better chance at winning if she just wore Brooklyn's ass on her head. Head up the ass. Does it make sense? No?
So now we're on to plastic, which is this post-apocalyptic theme. I'm going to start because I know we don't have the same opinions on this one, but I didn't like it. I really didn't like any of them. I thought that Scarlett's makeup looked amazing. I thought the idea of doing the shaved head is cool for Rita and Kiara. Like, it's something different and edgy for their aesthetic, but it just looked like garbage on top of garbage. I also think that if you're trying to come up with like a really cool theme and you want to be like edgy and avant-garde, like do a theme that isn't been done like 5 million times. Sharon Needles walk down the runway, bald head, blood pouring out of her mouth, like that is iconic. It just didn't fly with me, but that's my opinion.
I, on the other hand, loved it. Felt like it totally deserved the win this week. I loved the shaved head. I loved the Lee Bowery kind of homage. I enjoyed the use of the material quite a bit. And I thought all of them looked great. Out of the three, Kiara was my least favorite of the entire group. Overall, a great use of the material. And I love the color. And shout out to Rita for pulling that shit together.
I just think of the three, Scarlett was probably my favorite. I got what Rita was trying to do. It was just so much. It was too much going on. But it is what it is. She won, so congrats to her.
Congrats, Rita. You deserved it. And that's coming from me. Now we're moving on to the final team, which is the
Rigor Mortis team.
The Rigor Mortis? Was that what it's called?
No. Sherbert Showgirls.
That didn't end up happening. I did not like any of these.
Okay.
I thought that, like, without going into a bunch of detail, I do think that Jimbo hindered the team by kind of agreeing to a concept and then not following through. It was very evident that Jimbo did a whole lot of work to create that garment, and I will just say that Henry telling Jimbo to use his time better for
Who's Henry?
Henry Boyer Chapman.
Jeffrey.
I keep saying Henry. I don't care. Whatever. He's got a shitty opinion anyway. I shouldn't learn.
I don't even know his
I
name.
don't even know his name. That's how much it doesn't matter. For him to tell Jimbo to use his time better doesn't make sense to me in the slightest, because that was an unbelievable amount of work to be put into a singular garment. That being said, I do agree that they were costumey, but I don't think that's a bad thing at all, because you are in drag, you are wearing a costume. I think I would have liked to see the three of them as queens myself.
I thought they should have won. I thought the whole team did a really good job. I thought that some of the critiques about being costumey, like we said, doesn't really fit for me. It doesn't like fly by my book, because I think that drag is a costume, first of all. I think that you gave them glitter paper, which how can you not make that look like a costume? And on top of that, I thought it was done really, really well. It's made out of paper, like construction paper, and I thought that overall, Alona and Tainomi had a great outfit. It was very unified. The hair, the makeup, I really liked everything. I do understand comparatively to Jimbo, they look like they didn't do as much. But again, he does seem to use this silhouette every time there's a design challenge. So I think he's just recycling this undergarment. He used it for the zipper challenge.
The bottom, which is the paper team, which I just want to say, as much as I didn't love the execution of the paper looks, they did not deserve to be in the bottom this week. It should have been Lemon and it should have been Priyanka. That hair alone, the lack of shape in the garments, the poor use of material, it was hot garbage. And I don't care how much they love Priyanka.
Go off, sis.
If Brooklyn says this is a total serve for me and Priyanka goes, oh my God, really? She doesn't even believe in what she's producing on the runway.
She's preparing herself for the worst critique in the world.
Yeah.
And then they say she's solid gold, and she gasps, she gags, she's gooped because it surprised probably everyone watching.
And Alona and Tainomi are in the bottom. I don't know what the judges are looking at.
Yeah.
But to me, it doesn't make sense.
So they get ready to lip sync, and Alona is freaking the fuck out.
Doesn't want to do it.
So what do you think about that? How do you feel about that?
I would have been freaking out about the fact that I was even in the bottom. Versus...
Well, that too.
Do you know what I mean? But
also against Tainomi, who bitch slays.
Sending 2 girls home already. I think I can understand someone being like, I don't want to put myself over someone else if you are an empathetic human being. That being said, it is
she?
In that moment, she seemed to be. Competition. At the end of the day,
yeah.
Lip sync your ass off. Show the judges that you want to be there. Because if you don't want to be there and you do walk off, bring someone who got sent home first back into the race.
Okay, so they are lip syncing to
Girlfriend
by Avril Lavigne.
Yeah,
it's a good song.
And they both turned it the fuck out.
Yeah, gag.
On it, it was the best Tainomi lip sync. Alona didn't hold back, even after her little bit of like a meltdown, which I think is good to see someone like power through that and then, you know, turn a party. It was amazing. They both did a fantastic job. Could have been a double save in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that Tainomi slayed it. I think Alona slayed it. Don't get me wrong, girl. I love you. You killed it. But I do think there was something more to Tainomi's movements, but there was more to the like expression of Alona's version of the lip sync. So like you said, I think it could have been a double save.
But unfortunately, our girl, Tainomi Banks, gets the boot this week. Alona lives to slay another day. And very quick, can we just talk about all the drama that unfolded in the workroom before all of this? So Alona coming after Jimbo.
Probably the best part of this episode. Not only Alona coming for Jimbo and then Jimbo coming back for Alona, there is clearly a lot of emotions going on with Tainomi. She said she could barely walk into the room. They walk in already in tears. So I want to know what happened there.
Anyway, that is the end of the garbage recycling runway challenge episode.
Yes, so the next episode was Snatch Game. So we are going to jump into that review right now. Get a coffee, get a drink, smoke a joint, smoke a cigarette, do what you got to do. Go poo.
Yeah, I was going to say go pee, but you took it to the
number. Poo, Ryan.
I thought number 1 and you went number 2.